Good day everyone and welcome to our class. I am Teacher G, your philo teacher, your guide to an amazing and exciting philo venture. Before we proceed, let us enumerate the things you're expected to learn after this episode. You will be able to define philosophy, discuss the different characteristics and branches of philosophy, realize the value of doing philosophy in obtaining a broad perspective in life. And now, are you ready to study philosophy? But what is philosophy? Who studied philosophy anyway? Alright, to answer that, let's do this activity. What word or phrases come to your mind when you hear the word philosophy? Copy this graphic organizer and answer in a whole band paper. You have 30 seconds to answer. Are you ready, class? Okay, you may start now. Okay, time is up! Now, I think you have an idea about what is philosophy. Some of you answered knowledge, comprehension, reflection, wisdom, understanding, thinking, philosophers, etc. But philosophy comes from the two Greek words. Philos means love, sophia means wisdom. Hence, philosophy is the love of wisdom. That is the simplest and common definition of philosophy. Philosophers are the people who engage in philosophy. They look for the conceptual truths that are pertinent to human existence. Can you give me some of the Greek philosophers? Okay, let us try again this activity. Try to identify the names of the following philosophers. 1. Pythagoras. Very good. Next. Okay, this is Plato. Next. Okay, nice. This is Democritus. 4th. Okay, this is Socrates. Next. Okay, this is Aristotle. Okay, clap your hands. Very good. When viewing philosophy as a field of study, we can see that it is a discipline with a great variety and diversity. Just as there are many ways of looking at the problem, philosophers have employed varied means of looking into fundamental questions regarding human condition. This has given rise to various viewpoints, thoughts, and philosophers. We can categorize philosophy as a way of analyzing framework, as an examination of knowledge, and as a discipline. The first one is philosophy as a framework. A framework is defined as a way of thinking about the world and composed of beliefs and views of a person. Whenever a person encounters a problem or a question in life, he or she often goes back to his or her own framework to make sense of the problem. Okay, so we have internal questions and external questions. When we say internal questions, these are questions dealing with our own correctness. We are using our personal frameworks. For example, you get mad at your sister because she used your favorite bag. Then in front of her friends,
you slap her on her face. When you ask yourself whether what you did was right or wrong, that is internal question. Did you understand now? Okay. Next is external questions. These are questions that seek to question the very frameworks upon which people base their own beliefs and views. For instance, a child who is going through the bitter experience of his or her parents' separation will be in a state of confusion as his or her experience does not conform his or her framework of what a family should be. In this case, the child begins to question the very framework or concept of a family he or she built based on previous experiences. By questioning his or her ideas and concepts, the child has already touched on an important aspect of philosophy. The child seeks to clarify, examine, and evaluate the basis of framework which he or she uses to deal with the world and give meaning to his or her experiences. Okay, the second characteristic is philosophy as an examination of knowledge. The central principle is examination and questioning, and this often applied in the analysis of the framework of other areas or science. What does it mean? Philosophy goes in hand with other disciplines in examining their fundamental purposes and evaluating the changes they experiences. For example, there is a philosophy in science, which seeks to understand the fundamental principles that guide the scientific thoughts. There is also a philosophy of religion, which examines the basic tenets of any faith. There is also a philosophy of education, political philosophy, philosophy of history. Every aspect of knowledge can benefit from inquiring nature in philosophy. Okay, did you understand? Okay, very good. Lastly, the philosophy as a discipline. Philosophy itself is a distinct area of knowledge with its own goal, concern, and the way of doing things.
Okay, after knowing the different characteristics of philosophy, let us now discuss the different branches of philosophy.